Alright everybody, welcome to Resident Evil 3. The next game I'll be doing, just a nice smooth transition from Resident Evil 2 Remake to Resident Evil 3 Remake. Probably don't have much to say in the beginning here, but I did enjoy Resident Evil 3 as well. I did play this game when it released. I think it was like March or April that it released in. And I have played through this game before, just like Resident Evil 2, though I do have a lot less experience with this game. Not that it mattered anyway, because in Resident Evil 2 I got like a B and a C ranking, though to be fair, most of the ranking issues were because I took like way too long to beat the game. It was like a 5 and 6 hour like playthrough to get through A and B. So it was like over 10 hours to get both of them because I took my time and just went through everything and explored stuff, and probably half of that was just like managing inventory at the box. And generally I didn't have too many issues. I would say like the biggest issue I had was one of the boss fights that I played pretty bad, and most of the time I was able to get through stuff, but it just took me too long and too many saves. But this game I have a bit less experience, even though I have played it a little more recently than Resident Evil 2. But I do like the game. I don't like the game quite as much as the Resident Evil 2 remake, and unfortunately I don't have as much experience with the original Resident Evil 3, so I won't be able to really kind of give background info on Resident Evil 3 like some bigger fans would be able to do of that game. But to my understanding, a lot of stuff has been cut out of the game or moved around, and people were kind of meh on it, and just some other stuff. But I think overall the game's not too bad, and especially if you don't really have that kind of connection to the original Resident Evil 3, you'll probably like it a little bit more. It was probably more so disappointing for fans of the original, but I think, as I mentioned in my Resident Evil 2 playthrough, that I'd only ever beaten or played Resident Evil 3 like one time forever ago, so I don't have very much knowledge on that. So we'll jump in, start a new game. I do have a costume for Jill, which is great. I don't have one for Carlos, but we can be default Jill or Stars gear. Pick Stars gear. And I figured to make things interesting again, I would play on hardcore. I think I've beaten this game on hardcore one time, but I used some of the shop items that you get in, I don't know where it's at. It's like here. Once you beat the game and once you do things, you get like these points, and you can spend points on different stuff here to make your subsequent playthroughs more fun or easier. And when I played hardcore, I used, I think, an assault coin, and I used some of the item pouches, so I won't be using those this time, because you basically have the option to pick them up at the beginning of the game or not, and I will most likely just leave them wherever they're at. I know the salt coin ends up in your item box, and I think the inventory pouches you can pick up shortly after kind of the whole intro, so I won't be picking those up. I'll try to do a clean run of hardcore, and it'll probably be a little more interesting because I'll probably be a lot worse, but that makes it more interesting, right? You want to see me like suck and die, so we'll jump in.
This pandemic has spread faster than any disease in modern history.
Angry mobs roam the city, burning buildings. Authorities are bracing for more rioting tonight.
He was knocked unconscious.
Citywide emergency is declared.
CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella.
What's weird is this game came out in like March or April earlier this year, I think, and this opening cutscene is like super eerie.
It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
It's pretty eerie because a lot of stuff that kind of happens in this opening cutscene ended up being some major stuff that has been going on this year. So, pretty weird. Weird coincidence. Some pretty awful stuff going on out there these days, and I hope everyone's just doing good. Get the old Nemesis. Thankfully, so far, there hasn't been a Nemesis released on everyone so far, but it is 2020, so you never know. We might see a Nemesis get released from some sort of, like, pharmaceutical company. Ends up chasing people down, which would really just be the cherry on top of the shit Sunday that we've gotten this year, but hopefully no Nemesis being released on the public just yet. But it's only June. It's only June, so watch out. Nice and rainy outside. Got like a ton of water coming in, I think. All these books are ruined, I guess, and whatever this painting is. I'm not sure what the hell this painting is. Should probably close the window before my apartment gets flooded here. It's a little bit better. Nice late 90s TV. Very good. Very square. Not very aerodynamic, but another piece of... How come all the art is just like on the wall? She's like, oh, I was gonna hang this stuff up, but never wanted to. Guess I'll just leave it on the wall, you know? Seems like Jill hasn't really taken too well to the events of Resident Evil 1, as she's like seemingly trying to investigate different stuff. Got a picture of the old STARS crew there. Who's that? Is that a net? That's a net. I'm sure. Yep. Wait, no, that's Irons, I think. What the hell's going on here? I'm sure there's a picture of old... There's the RPD. I'm sure there's a picture of old Billy on here somewhere, but maybe I'm just crazy. I don't think that's Billy. But yeah, that's definitely a net. Where the hell's Billy at? That's not Billy, is it? No. Umbrella? Alright. I don't think I want to find Billy. I'm really sick of the Billy boss fights. It was nothing but Billy boss fights in that game. It's just you fight Billy over and over and over again. Oh, a little blood. That's not normal. That's really not normal. So that's the game. We start off as Jill, and we are immediately infected somehow, and that's the game. That's the entire game right here. Enjoy it. Pretty fast infection. Usually doesn't happen that fast, but... See, I told you, the game's done. So, thank you for joining. Oh, never mind. It was just a dream.
Gets worse every night.
See, worst month of my life.
3 more days, then I can kiss this town goodbye.
3 more days, and then we're out of here. I don't think we really have 3 more days. I mean, I think the city gets blown up on, like, the 1st of October. So, like, maybe she does have 3 days, actually. But kind of coincidental that she's escaping on the day everything goes to hell.
Too many pills.
Yeah, Jill's definitely stressed out. Got case files all over the place. Pills. Her apartment's a mess. Stuff is still on the ground. Of course, we got the wall of investigation here. Lots of boxes, lots of food everywhere. Message from a colleague. To Jill Valentine. Hey, hotshot, how you holding up? I still can't believe Irons suspended you. Wow, Irons suspended her? I don't know if I read this. I'm actually not sure if I read this in the original, like... Well, not the original, but, like, just me playing. It's such bullshit. He ought to pin a medal on you for making it out of that hellhole back in July. Of course, you're going to poke around and ask questions about it. I hope you're not mad at me for keeping my head down. Everything's been happening so fast. STARS was the pride of the force. When the chief disbanded us out of nowhere, I thought for sure I was going to lose my job. Word has it you're planning to leave Raccoon City. I figured you wouldn't take the suspension lying down. Just promise to watch your back. Umbrella won't sit by while you try to dismantle their business. Take care, Jill. Brad Vickers. STARS Alpha Team now and forever. P.S. Had to slip this message to the pizza guy to avoid detection. Enjoy the extra large Mega Meat Supreme. It's on me and the guys. Well, thanks, Brad. She ate almost half of it. And then this soup. Guess she ate some soup as well. Yeah, I don't know if I ever read that. I think I have immediately found something I missed when I played through this game on my own, but that's how it is. I know for sure I haven't found all the documents in this game because that was, I think, one of the achievements I was missing, but, you know, sometimes you just miss easy stuff. That's my motto. Just miss easy stuff. Hopefully this time we don't get infected as we wash our face. Jill looking a little sweaty. I mean, it is the end of September. Generally, it's getting a little bit cooler by then in the Midwest, but, you know, you still get some hot days here and there. Also, she's probably not doing too well mentally, so that's probably adding into it. Classic sweaty Jill. What we got in here? We got raccoon milk. Delicious. I love raccoon milk. We got beer, bakery bread, some donuts. Nice. Nice stuff in there, Jill. I'm gonna head over to Jill's place. Raid her fridge. What's this? Another document? Unsealed envelope. They've got me pinned down at home. Guys across the street are watching me from their window 24/7. Are they Irons' men? Umbrellas? I don't know, and there's no real difference anyway. I know what they're trying to do. They want to wear me down, torment me into compliance, and it's working. I'm barely eating, barely sleeping. I'm going crazy. I feel like the living dead. But I won't let them win. I have to get out of the city and find a way to make them accountable. They'll send someone to silence me, of course. If you hear that I've been killed or whatever it is, or whatever it is they do to people like me, you must pick up the investigation where I left off. I've enclosed my files. They'll tell you everything you need to know as long as this package isn't intercepted. I'll be moving out at night, 5 days. Wish me luck. All right, I think I missed like a bunch of this stuff before. Jill's report? Holy crap. It's already been 2 months since this mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't progressed exactly as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I've found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that it helps lead to the truth. The T-virus. Those infected by the virus seem to become literal zombies. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Contact with crows, which have eaten infected carrion. Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. It should be noted that those who survived the incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. We ought to remain vigilant even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. Yeah, there's like a bunch of files here. And unfortunately, I'm sorry about the phone ringing. You know, Brad's trying to contact me. More investigation notes. Pharmaceutical company, industry leader in market share. Focuses on military weapons development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company. Also secretly developing bioweapons. T-virus outbreak at Arclay Mountains research facility. Predicated the mansion incident. It's not a word I see too often. Conspiring with Raccoon City leadership, large donations to Mayor Warren's office effectively controls the city. Yeah, I don't remember ever, like, checking this wall and, like, getting all these documents. And I'm sure that phone's been super annoying. You know, I've been getting annoyed by this phone, too. I don't think there's time to call back, so let me pick this up to stop this from annoying everyone.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
Let me grab my Nemesis real quick. My trash bag Nemesis, of course. Ouch. Good luck, Jill. You're on your own. I'm gonna go play a different game. Well, that was interesting. I really don't remember finding that many documents in Jill's apartment, but I guess I didn't do too much looking around. And I definitely wouldn't be surprised if I missed a couple more in there. There's probably documents in here too. Who the hell knows? Getting chased by Nemesis, so. You telling me Nemesis couldn't bust through that door, through that, like, dresser / bookshelf Jill tipped over? It's, like, not strong enough.
No way.
Oh, God. Holy crap. Well, that wasn't too good. Alright, well, we can't help him, so we just gotta go. Nemesis is chasing us. Yep, Nemesis is chasing us. The building's on fire. We can't really help him. And he already fell, so, I mean. Slice him, Jill. Slice him up. Get him the hell out of here. Slice his nasty tentacle. Ah, nice. Someone has blocked up the fire escape with a ton of plants for some reason. That's safe. It's real safe. Alright, throws us back in the burning building, of course. He's got heat-resistant garbage bags on, so he's fine, but I'm not. Run, Jill, run. Run, Jill. Jill's a little battle damaged from these fights, so she basically limps the entire game. At least this entire beginning part. She's like doing nothing but limping. Pretty rough. Poor Jill. 1 second she's hanging out in her apartment, the next second trash bag Nemesis is hunting her down.
Jill? Over here!
Oh, it's Brad.
You okay?
What was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard-on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here, Brad.
This all happened so fast.
Oh my god.
One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids.
Yeah, this is much worse than Arclay.
Hey, wait! Down here! Damn it!
Because what was just isolated to like a mansion / facility in the woods,
Could this many people be infected?
now it's the whole city, like a giant fucking city.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many, so we're not even gonna deal with them. I don't even have a weapon yet, so might as well just leave.
Door behind you, go!
Get the hell out of here. Brad, no, come on, Brad. Brad, you know better. Come on,
Don't look
Brad.
We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Yeah, push her out of the way, Brad. I mean, Brad basically knows he's infected anyway, so
Sorry,
there's really not much we can do about that. Brad doesn't fare too well in the original Resident Evil 3. And I'm sure we'll see what happens to Brad in the not too distant future, but for now, we've got this guy who I'm not gonna shoot at all. Because there's really no reason to shoot that guy. I need to save what little ammo I do have for later. But generally that little spot's kind of like a tutorial on shooting zombies, but you can really just avoid them. There's like really no reason to shoot any of the zombies there. Do I have a map yet? No, I can't even open up a map. I can open up my inventory though. I have a knife, so that's cool.
Sir, are you alright? waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there.
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The
take
only safe place isn't here.
Alright, well, enjoy staying in there. I remember this guy does exist in the original game, though I'm pretty sure he's, like, super upset because I think his daughter dies in the original game, so he's not too happy about that, and then he hides in, like, a container of some
Sir,
sort.
what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house. Get your own, Missy.
Missy?
Look, I saw inside there. There's more than enough room for two of us.
Would you please calm down? I'm a police officer. I'm here to help.
Oh yeah, you've been doing a bang-up job. You want to help? Go handcuff yourself to one of those freaks.
Sir, this is your last chance. No one else is coming for you.
I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone.